Welcome back to Sour Reacts Everything. I'm DW Sour, and today we got another great recommendation. I'm going to revisit Sam Barber. This is reaction number 3. So if you haven't seen the other reactions, check those out. And I've got a lot to talk about with this one. So let's get to it. Sam Barber, Till Our Return.
Help me load the truck, already packed my bags. I gotta go now, I don't know when I'll be back. Life I live,
He does have a great
taking
voice.
my soul.
I don't know if that really came through with my first eval.
If you weren't sticking around, then I'd lose all hope.
Oh, there we go. Like I said, this is what helps bring me in, so I'll talk more about that later.
I'm digging north for the company man. He's getting rich, well I get calloused hands. And about my life, he
I like
give
that
a
part.
damn.
So spot on.
See, I got bills to pay, but he needs more land.
Alright. We're gonna pick it up here.
Though this journey has been cold, there's a fire burning in my soul. And in this dark pit I'm in, I wonder if you wait until I return.
Nice. See, this is I like this bit.
Blood's engraved in this here bowl. If you fall overboard, you better pray to God you float. Air I breathe full of dust and smoke. My body's
I'll speak more about why this is keeping me into it as well. My apologies, it seems like I'm a little non-talkative like I usually am.
Fail before, but I've looked death in the eyes and told them I ain't going. What's the problem with dirt on my hands? This is what I do, this is who I am. And though this journey has been cold, there's a fire burning in my soul.
Right there.
I'm in, I wonder if you wait till I return.
That's nice.
Till I return.
There's a great build up to it. Absolutely perfect for me. Okay, so this was a great recommendation. I can't thank you enough for it. I think this was great, and this just kind of proves my point with the recommendations and first listens. I'm actually been thinking about lately, and I'm gonna do a Tales from the Pit episode about the first reaction experience. And my first reaction to Sam Barber was not. It was mixed opinions. My buddies loved my reaction to it. Alex, one of my buddies, had recommended the first song, and I did have a viewer comment that they said that they felt sorry for me that I couldn't appreciate the acoustic guitar. It was something to the effect of it being the most pure sound, and that they felt sorry for me. It's like, if you want to feel sorry for me, make it because I'm a public educator, not because I don't like acoustic guitars. But the internet is the internet, and it gave me a chuckle because with Sam Barber in that song, the first reaction, that wasn't the song for me. And this goes back to what I was saying at the start of the video, is that I think he's extremely talented. The piano player that he had with him was extremely talented. It just wasn't enough to keep me interested in the song. And overall, no, I do not just like one acoustic guitar. It has to be enough to keep me into the song. My second video with Sam Barber, loved that song. I thought it was great. It got a 3 mics up. Thought it was really good. And then I got this recommendation, and it's really good because there's enough to keep me into it for me. We're all different when it comes to musical taste and what keeps us into something and what doesn't. There are a lot of metal things that took me ages to get into. And I use the classic example, Cradle of Filth, Danny Filth with his high pitched squeal. That took me literally a decade to really start listening to him. When I was first introduced to it, I was like, nope, not doing it. I can't deal with that. Um, so literally almost a decade later, I think it was like the early 2000s, when I was introduced to him, like 2003 or so. And then around 2014, 15, that range, which is just over a decade, but around that range is when I actually started listening to him. So it took me a long time to get into some metal bands. So it's just sometimes the song's not right mood. Sometimes I'm just not able to appreciate it at that age or that point in my life, you know? But with Sam, I did try to emphasize the fact that in that first video, I still thought he had a lot of talent. I thought he was a great singer, but that just wasn't the song for me. So I got the recommendation. Then I got this recommendation, and this is really good. Again, he's a great singer, and I loved with this video the build up that they had to it. And then when all the instruments kicked in together, I thought that was really good. Um, and it did make me chuckle. And I don't like to get into politics and things like that. But when he was talking about how he's got cows on his hands and the owner gets richer, I mean, it's that's life. But it was just such a spot on point for me, especially considering the times that we're going through and everything. Um, yeah, it was a good song. And that's what, for me, again, I'll reemphasize and be repetitive, but it's just when you add in the different instruments together and you're changing that tempo, you're able to do what they just did between, I wouldn't say it's like extremely fast, but they picked up the pace quite a bit and then they slowed it down, picked it up, slowed it down. That kept me interested. And that's what I love is just, are you able to keep me interested? And I'm not going to get bored. And I did not get bored. Um, I will have to go back and listen to this again because I think when trying to figure out where he was going to go next, especially the way they were doing that build up, which was awesome, but I might have missed out on some of the lyrics pieces, which does happen quite a bit with the first reactions, which is why I want to do a Tales from the Pit about first reactions. Um, so I don't think I did a rating yet. Rating 3 mics up. Um, this was awesome. I can't thank you enough for the recommendation. Can't thank everybody enough for listening to me ramble and continue to support this channel. Couldn't do it without you. I greatly appreciate you. Sam Barber, I've got to listen to more on my own. But if you've got other recommendations you'd like to see him or anybody, just drop them down below. I appreciate you. Take care.